Good morning, grade 4s. I hope you are well. Today we are going to be doing NST, so I want you to get your NST textbook as well as your workbook ready for me. Now let's start off by going to page 93. We are going to start with a new topic, strong frame structures. Now frame structures are structures made from different parts that are joined to make a frame that holds things up or gives shape. Now, there are different ways in which materials can be made stronger. You learned about hollow pillars and struts in topic 8. Struts can be joined into different shapes to make strong frame structures. Frame structures are structures that are made out of a framework or strong materials. The photograph of the pylon shows struts that have been joined into triangular shapes. These help to make the pylon stronger and more stable. In this topic, you will explore ways to join struts to make strong structures, and you will look at different frame structures that are strengthened with struts. Now let's go to activity 1. So activity 1, you need to look at the picture of the strut and then answer these questions. So the first one, describe what you see in the picture. So then you're going to describe in your own words what you see exactly in your own words, whatever you say, it would be correct. Okay. Then number 2, what is used to build a pylon? What material do you think is used to build this pylon? Okay. Then number 3, why are pylons built so high? Why do you think they are built so high? Okay. Then number 4, what do they carry? So what is those wires that they carry around? What do you think it is? Then number 5, how many triangles can you count? So there will not be a correct answer because I don't know if you can count all of them, but there are many, okay? So, and then the last one, what do you think why do you think they use triangles in the structure? Okay, so that answer would be in the little paragraph on page 93. Now let's have a look at activity 2 on page 95. So let's just quickly read together on page 94. Frame structures have different functions: to hold things up, to give a certain shape, or to bridge a gap between two places. To be able to do this, they need to be very strong. Frame structures are made of different parts of struts joined together. Struts can be joined into triangular shapes to make a strong, stable frame, such as roof, trusses, bridges, cranes, pylons, and skeletons. Limbs and bones are also struts. Struts are joined into triangular shapes. In the photograph below, show how different structures are strengthened when struts are joined together in triangular shapes. So now here on page 94, you can see there's the A, B, C, D, and E. So there is different examples of struts, and so all of them are actually triangular shaped. Okay, so now let's have a look at activity 2. So activity 2 says you need to look at these 4 pictures, or 5 pictures, A, B, C, D, and E, and then you need to answer the following questions. What is the structure A used for? So in picture A, there's roof trusses. So that is a strut that is made to hold the roof tiles or roof sheeting that they put on the roof to hold it up. Then B, what is the shape of each roof truss in A? So what do you think that shape is? Then C, why do you think they have these shapes? So why do they use triangular shapes in struts? Okay. So let's go have a look for that answer. So struts can be joined into triangular shapes to make it strong, stable, a stable frame, for example, in roofs. So that would be your answer. So triangles, the shape triangle is used because it's stronger and stabler. Okay. Then 2, what is the structure B used for? So there is a bridge. Struts strengthen a bridge. Okay. Then how is it strengthened? With what shape? And why must it be strong, do you think? Then 3, what materials are used to build a soccer stadium? How do they get all of the heavy materials on top? So here at picture C is the Moses Mabhida Soccer Stadium in construction. So that is where those questions come from. So now let's have a look at the struts in the human skeleton. So here we have a picture on page 95 of the humans that have struts in their skeletons. Now there are also struts inside human bodies. They form part of our skeleton, which is also a frame structure. The bones in our legs and arms are struts and gives us shape in our body. These limb bones have joints like in the elbow and knees. The joints allow us to bend and move around. In the picture, we can see our legs can bend at the knee joint. We can compare the joint with that in the chair picture. Okay. So now let's have a look at activity 4 on page 96. So this is once again a little bit of an experiment. Now remember in last week's NST, you had to fold the paper and then put the pen on top and see which piece of paper works the best. Now it's going to be similar to that, but you're going to make your own strut. Okay, so here you have a couple of examples. So you have to make two struts, one triangular strut and one square shaped strut. So it's basically just the square shaped strut is 4 pieces of paper that you can connect with the paper pins or with anything per se, but it just needs to be able to move. Okay, so almost like a joint, so then it can move. So you have to make a square and then a triangle. Once again, 3 different pieces of paper that you're going to connect so that it can move. Then you need to test them basically by pressing them, pressing on the square and the triangle as shown on this picture here below. Okay, so it shows exactly how you need to push them, and then you need to tell me, you need to write down what shape is stronger. Was it the square or the triangle? And then you need to try and sort of figure out why. Okay, and then we will discuss it further in our Zoom session. Then you need to remember you have a revision test on page 92 that you please need to do for me. That's for marks. And that is all that you have to do for NST today. So remember, if you have any questions, you can WhatsApp me at any time, or you can leave your questions for our Zoom session.